This is Mr. V. Welcome to this video on grid, true and magnetic north. Okay, on a map we often have different varieties of north. We have grid north, which represents the lines on the map that you can see. We've got true north, which points to the actual north pole of the Earth. And we've got magnetic north, which is the north that your compass points at. And they're all actually slightly different. So to be accurate, we need to be able to change between them. On a map you'll find one of these diagrams, and that'll tell us how to convert between grid, true and magnetic north. We're going to want to change 120 degrees grid north to true north and magnetic north. Right, let's start with true north. That's a pretty easy one. True north equals, we're going to start with the 120 degrees that we have. 120 degrees. So if I use my my diagram here, that means from grid north we have an angle of 120 degrees. So there's our angle. Now to change it to true north, our diagram tells us that the difference between them is 0.1 degrees. So 0.1 degrees is our adjustment. And we can see from the picture that going from grid north to true north, our angle gets slightly smaller. I'm going to take 0.1 from 120 degrees, and that's going to be 119.9 degrees, and we're going to denote that with TN for true north. Pretty easy. Magnetic north is a little bit harder to do, and that comes from the fact that the magnetic north pole actually moves year to year. And we've been given some information about this. Magnetic north is correct for 1983 and moves easterly by 0.1 degrees in about 2 years. What that means is that this adjustment was true in 1983. We're going to fix that for 2017. So let's do that. We know that every 2 years this angle changes by 0.1 degrees. So 0.1 degrees per, so divided by 2 years. And to figure out that total change, we need to multiply that by the number of years since 1983. So 2017 minus 1983, we're going to get 4, carry the 1, 11 minus 8 is 3, so 34 years. We're going to multiply this by 34. And so that change is going to equal 0.1 divided by 2 times 34. Let's calculate that. 0.1 divided by 2 times 34. And that equals 1.7 degrees. So since 1983, this angle has changed by 1.7 degrees. Now it's changed easterly, and you'll remember that north east is in that direction, so this angle is growing a bit larger. So the current grid north magnetic north difference is equal to the difference in 1983, which is 11.3 degrees, plus the change, which is 1.7 degrees. And that gives us a very nice flat 13 degrees change in 2017. Now it's just a matter of calculating the magnetic north. So 120 degrees are grid north, and again from grid to magnetic north the angle is getting smaller, so we're going to subtract the change, which is 13 degrees, and 120 minus 13 is 107 degrees magnetic north. And that is how we change between grid, true and magnetic north.